to be.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen American Horror Story?
Mm-hmm.
Or any of that? I'm gonna take you by Madame Laurie's
Okay.
house. You ever been over there?
We have.
Okay.
We have.
That's a good haunted spot. I want to do haunted stuff for you.
We went to Addie and Zach's apartment yesterday.
You know, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. Poor Addie. That's a tough one. I mean, that'd be kind of like if I did like live crime tours.
Yeah.
Like that's still kind of fresh.
Yeah,
you know?
that's.
It's still I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. But who's ever renting that apartment just to use it as like a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if I killed my neighbor and then, you know, the next month people go just showing my spot.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
It's definitely a tragedy, you know? It's sad.
You know it is. And it's very popular. It's freaking domestic violence. The only thing about it because he jumped off the building or whatever or spent all his money at a strip club. But, you know, really it's just freaking domestic violence. You can go to anywhere in the country and be like, hey, this guy killed his wife. Anybody named Addie is probably a really sweet person. I gotta say that.
Right.
You know, he probably had some issues. He was in the military. It wasn't until he was spending all his money on drugs in the strip club.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what I
once
heard.
he ran out of money, that's when he killed himself. So it wasn't like he felt guilty about what he did to her. He was just out of dough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's sad that two people are not here anymore, you know?
Okay. You know, he put his note in a plastic bag, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Well, I've done a lot of research on it because I do a series on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, you saw he was a delivery guy at this little corner store. I probably
Yeah, oh yeah, the grocery store.
Yeah.
And she was a waitress at the something cat club, I think is what it was called.
Catch me out?
Maybe.
No.
I can't remember what the bar was called.
That's a shame. We just had a nice woman play drums, really nice. All during Corona, she was like an in-home nurse,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and she just got stabbed to death for like a 1998 Honda or something.
No.
A couple days ago.
Wow,
But
that's
it's
so
a
sad.
shame. And what nobody's really saying either, we got a lot of children that are getting killed too, and everyone just assumes that they're horrible kids and that's why they died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this lady was obviously a good person, but there's a lot of innocent people that aren't making it.
Yeah.
You know, and it isn't unless they're blatantly really good that anybody says anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't want to be a 14-year-old in this town right now.
Yeah, that's sad. So you said you lived here since the 90s?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's changed a lot. I mean, you know, in every place in the world, there's a guy saying it is when, you know, it's not like the old days. And
Yeah.
I'm sure it was way cooler before I got here, but I do kind of feel like I got a little bit of the last of the real New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know, a little taste of it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you actually had locals when I came here. You had neighborhoods. A lot of our neighborhoods are Airbnb right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I just love the city, just the history of it, and just
I mean, here's the deal.
it's like walking back in time.
It's always going to have the architecture. It's always going to speak spiritually. You know, you're never going to take the spirit from the city.
Yeah.
You can make every one of these places a Starbucks,
Mhm.
you know, and it's still going to have the spirit of the city.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
just
but-
beautiful here.
But what it did used to have is you had a lot of characters. You had a lot of people from all over the world.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
New Orleans has always been the most European place in
Mhm.
America. You know.
I've noticed I haven't seen a lot of that here this time.
Oh yeah.
You used to have a lot more practicing. You used to have a lot more different kinds of people
Right.
too.
Mhm.
You know, you used to actually have all different groups of people.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have those anymore.
Yeah, I don't see it. Even from 2-3 years ago, I don't see it.
You know what? Even from 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
ago, it's changed immensely. It's changed immensely. You know.
I just think this is like such a beautiful town.
It is. I really enjoyed it. I'll tell you what. During that pandemic, I live a couple blocks away, and it was so clean. So it was just me and the ghosts out here.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it was so other than worrying about bills and the rest of it, it was really really nice.
I mean, we got up this morning. I got up at 6 something, and I just kind of went and got coffee and walked around, and then we got out early
That's the
this
best
morning
time. Yeah, I love early morning.
before everything
That's how you
opened
do
up.
it. Yeah.
It was just beautiful.
That's how you do it. I usually do it while I'm still up, but I'm trying to get up around that time.
I think we've been here like when most of the time it's like tourists, like a lot of tourist things going on.
Yeah.
And it was just cool to get up and just see everyday life going on, you know, here
Right.
in the city.
And it's always on a weekend.
Yeah.
Right. No, the weekend is night and day. We'd be sitting in traffic right now if it was
Yeah.
the weekend. Night and day difference. Gonna be the backside of Bourbon. Maybe they're doing karaoke. They're doing a little karaoke.
That
Oh, that's out here.
is so
No, I don't
cool.
hear him singing. What song is that? The backside of Bourbon.
See, this is pretty.
Yeah. This is where Bourbon gets a little residential. They call this the Big Blacksmith Shop. This is supposedly the oldest bar in America.
And it has the face in the fireplace, supposedly.
Yeah, yeah. So this is Bourbon, the residential side. Not many people live here. These people over here are always doing really nice stuff with their balcony. So they live there. And I love how festive they are. We'll see what they
Oh,
got
that
going
is so
on.
cool.
But they've always got it so nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They've always, for different holidays and different everything. I guess they're doing kind of a 4th of July parade pride motif right now. But they do really cool stuff. This is the little market where the dude who killed his wife
Really?
delivered at. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of these places are changing hands where they'll have the same name but different owners now.
Got you. Did we walk past here today, didn't we?
No.
Did we?
But man, they taking their time fixing that, huh?
During 5 months.
So he was a grocery store delivery
He was a grocery
guy here.
store delivery. A lot of these places are changing. Unfortunately, I know like new owners and I know too much.
Yeah.
I almost wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Because some of the people that are buying these great institution places, they don't really subscribe to the same thing as the former owners do.
Yeah.
You know, because that place used to be a great place, and now it's like it's not so much. I mean, still like again, it still looks the same and this and that, but
It's not a sense of community.
no, there's no sense of community.
I think sometimes you forget, like, whenever you're here, that this is like this is folks' home. You know?
Right.
I just love it. It's so like peaceful down here, and I love like how every building like seems to have a courtyard.
Yeah,
I love
have
that.
a really nice courtyard. Courtyards essentially the reason why they were built is they were functional places. You would do your laundry there.
Oh.
You would do. It hasn't really been till somewhat recently that they became the brunch spot.
Gotcha.
You know.
Gotcha.
Okay, this is Esplanade Avenue, beautiful tree-lined street. We're officially out of the French Quarter. Esplanade Avenue leads to our city park, which is really nice. Really nice tree-lined street. A lot of these places were once single-family homes. Now a lot of them are cut up into apartments. Are y'all driving?
Well, yeah, we parked.
Oh, we're never driving again. Well, if you want, I'll give you a little beignet tip because Cafe du Monde has been the line has been so long.
Yeah.
That you can't, and it's kind of on the list when you come to New Orleans. You're gonna get beignets.
We've been there. We walked there at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
One night last year.
They've been closing at 8 o'clock now.
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah, I
giant
seen
line.
that.
But they do have one in the park that's really nice.
Okay.
So if you wanted to take a little ride to the city park.
Yeah, we noticed that they have like little mini ones popping up all over the city too, like on
Right.
Canal Street.
Yeah. Now we're on Royal Street. Royal Street's gonna be my favorite street. I live on Royal Street. Alright, luckily that's somebody's engine. I've got real PTSD from definite loud noises happening.
He owns like some kind of oil business or something. I knew that Nicolas Cage owned it, and then now I think he does own like some kind of oil business,
Huh.
but he only comes once a month. I do a lot of
He
research.
seems a little Hollywood.
Yeah,
But I guess
he-
oil business, Hollywood, same thing maybe.
Where did you say to take a picture at?
Just anywhere along there, and sometimes you get orbs or you get different pictures. I would take a couple of them. Take it easy. No. Take it easy. Have you heard about Florida? I get a lot of that sometimes. Again, there is a flip side of this city that is very
Yeah.
dangerous. You can move somewhere else, make some money, maybe get a house here. That's popular.
Yeah.
Most of these places, these are people that live in California and they have a house here.
See, that's what when I was researching down here, like there's like a lot of actors, there's musicians that own houses down here that you would never even know they own houses here.
Right.
Like Beyonce has a house here.
Well,
Her sister has.
I love her property. She took one of the nicest houses. It's an old dance studio.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who went to ballet school there. It's so nice. I would be surprised if Beyonce's ever stayed in that house.
it wouldn't surprise me.
Solange lives down in like the Bywater area.
Mm-hmm.
She bought like a $200,000 house for $650,000. You know, she got married there. I'm sure she's been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Beyonce, I'm skeptical. I know she's been here.
Isn't her house on a corner? It's on a. I've
Beyonce's
seen
house?
Beyonce's house. It's like on.
It's
on a corner,
it's
isn't it?
so nice.
Really?
No, it's so nice. It's uptown.
Mm-hmm.
It's on either Harmony or Pleasant, which is pretty nice already. It's
Mm-hmm.
right. It's a half a block off the parade route. It's not. It's definitely too humble for Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like for someone like myself, it would be a mansion and it would be beautiful. For her, not so much. Not so much. No, I don't know why they bought that. I think they bought that probably as an investment. This place, I'll give you a little Hollywood stuff. So this was Nicolas Cage foreclosed on this house, and
Ah.
he actually, him and his wife, he's very much like he is in his movies. Him and his wife were drinking, and he was trying to put his key in the door, and the key wouldn't work anymore because he'd already lost the house, and him and his wife were fighting. And
Wow.
the police showed up and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Get the fuck out of here!" And the cops handcuffed him, and he spent the night in jail.
So did he own this property and the LaLaurie
He
mansion?
foreclosed on 5 different properties.
No
here, yeah.
way.
And another little thing, give you one of my
Wow.
little made-up stories.
That is crazy.
So if you look, you see how this window up here, you got this window, you got the window, and then you got the window right there that's all bricked up. You see the
Uh-huh.
window that's all bricked up?
Uh-huh.
The story was it was owned by some count that used to bring women back and torture them in the room upstairs.
Wow.
And I guess one of them jumped out the window, so he had the window bricked up.
Oh, that's crazy.
The place is really, really nice. And the guy who bought this place and owns it, he leaves his doors open. You can see him in there. He's perfect. The guy
Yeah,
right
it's
there is so
beautiful.
good. You got a lot of people that will move here,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be like, "Oh well, the music's nice, but can you shut it down at 9 o'clock?" Well, they don't understand
But
that.
that's you're moving
Well,
into
they-
other
well,
people's.
they don't understand the flow of the French
Yeah.
Quarter right now. This guy over there, I'll tell you what, the guy. I was sad. He was like, I had dreams about maybe getting the place someday, but I'm glad that guy lives here because he blends really nicely.
Yeah, that's so crazy that he just leaves his windows open and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
so
so
he'll be in
cool.
there reading, and he's really nice. And
Wow.
there's always kind of hobos out there drinking, and he doesn't really like, because if you go in against the grain if you're gonna get mad about hobos. In the
Oh,
French
yeah.
Quarter. Yeah. Y'all might be too young, but there used to be a show called Designing Women.
Oh, I know that show. I loved it.
And, okay, well, Delta Burke used to live in this house.
Oh, wow.
And she sold it. The place is beautiful. I don't know who, I think someone bought it and they're just sitting on it. But Delta Burke used to live here. And then someone else bought it. And there was an Airbnb going for $3,600 a night. And now it's just sitting empty. That's a beautiful spot. To the right is going to be the last of our French Quarter schools. It's a charter school. We don't have public school here anymore. That's where Richard Simmons went to school.
No way. Touchdown Jesus.
Yeah.
No, you good. You good.
I've been filming so much while we've been here, like
Right
by memory.
Have y'all done any Jackson Squaring?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we walked around it all day today.
No sign.
It's like so crazy because you'll come here like one time and shop down the street and walk down the street and stuff, and then you'll come back the next time and you can't find any of the shops that you
Right.
were at.
I see new stuff all the time.
And you're like, where's all the stores that we went to last time?
There he is.
Uh,
He's doing a hell of a job out here. There she is.
Don't take that guy. Don't take that guy.
Don't date that guy.